Hi everyone! 2 years ago, my very first collection video on this channel was featuring all of my Bratz dolls. And in that time since, a lot of people have requested that I do an update video of sorts. Now this isn't traditionally how I do collection videos. If you're familiar with my channel, I usually like to have the dolls in smaller groups so I can talk about each one individually and the story behind him or her. But since I just dusted and rearranged my shelves, and since the layout is actually a little bit different since my original video, I thought I would film this. But with that in mind, if you do want to know who these dolls are individually, if you do want to know the stories behind them, last year I had them all down for little collection videos. So if you check out my collections and displays playlist, you will see that I have like a video for Sascha, a video for Jade, a video for the Bratz boys, etc. That way you can know all the dolls personally. And if you're looking to identify Bratz dolls for whatever reason or clothing, I have a guide on my Flickr which shows every single doll in my collection, not just Bratz. So I will link that below and you can check out my Bratz albums if you're interested. I'm going to, run down some basic information about my collection that were like things that people commonly ask me or wanted to know, stuff like that. So in my original video, I had 707 Bratz dolls, and I tallied them up yesterday. I now have 782. And if you're wondering like how I got so many Bratz dolls, I want to say that there was this big misconception that like I just woke up one day and had this collection. I've been collecting Bratz for about 10 years of my life, and really heavily for the past like almost 8 years. They are my #1 favorite thing to like spend money on and collect. It was never my intention to have this many Bratz, but when I first got back into collecting dolls, I used to go to the flea market a lot or go to Craigslist ads, and I would buy like people's entire collections. So for instance, what really made my Bratz collection go from like pretty modest to over 100 dolls was when I got 73-ish Bratz dolls from Craigslist for $100. And they all had clothes, a lot of them were really complete, some of them looked like brand new. So if you want to know how this happened, it's from buying in bulk. And for that reason, I have a lot of duplicates, but I love having duplicated dolls. I have fun dressing them in other clothes. I have fun making them earrings. I like saving the ones with cut hair if it's salvageable. That's just like the kind of collector I am. So no, not all of my dolls are perfect. I do not have all the Bratz dolls in the world ever made, not even close. And as far as like the ones I do buy in stores, I do have more store-bought Bratz dolls than any other type of doll I collect. If you want to get a lot of dolls brand new, you can wait for them to go on sale. I have most of the 2015 Bratz that were released because I waited for them to go on sale for 50 to 70% off, and I ordered them online with free shipping. So that is how I have so many like brand new ones too. I've even gotten them for as cheap as $2 at the store. I've gotten them for free at the store if I had a coupon. So it's really all about like being thrifty, and I never want like this collection to make other people feel bad about their own, because it's not about how many dolls you have, it's about the love and like pride you have in them and the stories behind them. So I love each and every single one of these dolls, and I hope you enjoy meeting them. So my Bratz collection is displayed in several parts in 2 rooms. So the room we're in now is kind of like my art room / office, and this big Bratz shelf is actually adjustable, and I've actually adjusted it since my first video because I put a car over here, and my uncle built me these shelves after my dad passed away. I have a dollhouse in here too, and I have my Bratzillaz, which they are all the same ones as the ones in my like mini collection video. So these are my witchy princesses. I love them all. This is probably my favorite line of Bratzillaz, in case you're wondering. Then I have the Back to Magic dolls. And Victoria Antique was my very first, and I know I pointed this out in my other video, but I just love her. She is my favorite Bratzillaz doll in my collection. And then these are like the little cheap basic dolls, and a cool story about this Yaz. I ordered her on Amazon for really cheap, and my first one actually got lost in the mail, so the seller was really nice and sent me another one for free, but I feel bad for the lost Yaz. And then this is Cornelia, my Switch-a-Witch. And then down here, these are all of the Magic Night Out dolls. I did have to order Vampalina online. I had a gift card that I bought her with because I didn't find her in stores. And I got most of my Bratzillaz when they were phasing out of stores, in case you're wondering. And this Magic Night Out Jade J'adore is one of my favorites. She's kind of the reason I got so into collecting them. And then these are all of my first editions. A lot of their little hats and like eye masks and things I put away because they just get annoying. And Chloe was actually a doll that was returned at Kmart. I found her shoved back in her box with like terrible looking hair, so I bought her for that reason. I like to do that from time to time if I have the opportunity. And then these are all of my Midnight Beach ladies. And Fionna, my duplicate over here, is the only one I've gotten secondhand. I don't really see them all that often. And then this is a new little addition. I put my FM Cruiser, I got this for $2 at the Salvation Army. It's not in the best condition, but I've wanted this since it came out. I put my favorite party dolls in here. So we have like Sascha in the back, and you'll notice I also put like Sascha and Yaz in the car down here too. So I have 2 Chloes. So this is one of my favorite lines of all time. This is because when I got back into collecting, they were on sale at the store, and my dad bought me this Party Yaz. So she was one of the very first store-bought dolls I got as an adult collector, and the last year he was alive, he bought me these, and we went looking everywhere for Party Chloe one night, and we couldn't find her, so I got these after he passed away. This is one of my top 10 favorite Bratz dolls of all time. So then these are some other party dolls. This is just Flashback Fever Jade wearing a different outfit. So there are a lot of just random dolls wearing random outfits. And then under here, it's going to be hard to see, but that is Birthday Megan, Chloe, Birthday Bash Yaz, and 2009 Party Yaz. And then in my dollhouse here, this is a Barbie dollhouse that my dad bought me for my 20th birthday, the last year he was alive. So we have my little section of Rock Angels. So this is actually Rhodey Yaz, in case you're wondering. And that's Rhodey Eaton in the corner. I have my 2 live in concert friends. These are my 2 Star Singers dolls. Chloe's sitting on the car here. I got her for 10 cents at the flea market. Then we have my Girls Really Rock people. Eaton was one of my very first nice secondhand Bratz boys. My Style Stars. Chloe's wig looks a little ridiculous. I got these really cheap on sale at the store. She was $2 brand new at Toys R Us. Can we just appreciate how adorable these dolls are? I especially love Jade's dino costume, and I do make them a lot of handmade jewelry. My On the Mic section. Love Thad. These are my rock dolls. These were some of my last Christmas gifts from my dad when he was alive. I pointed them out in my last video, but I just love them dearly, so I'm going to point them out again. And then we have my Slumber Party themed shelf over here. So this is Sweet Dreams Pajama Party Sierra. She's in very battered shape, excuse her boobs. Then we have my Nighty Night dolls. These are Slumber Party dolls from 2002 and 2003. This is Stylist Yasmin. She is my childhood doll named Caress. I might call them Yasmin. That's what my dad used to call her, so if that bothers you, I apologize, but I will always call her Yasmin. Then we have 2003 Slumber Party Sascha, one of the most special dolls in my collection. Then we have my 4 Sleepover Party dolls from 2015, and she was actually one of the 5 dolls I bought for full price when these came out. I got her as like a birthday present for myself that year, and she has homemade pizza earrings because I love this Sascha so much, and they're like the remakes. Then we have the Sleepin' Style dolls. Sleepover. Leah is one of the shabbiest dolls in my collection. She was actually once upon a time, like her body was all yellow from nicotine stains, so I had to get her a new body. And then we have some dolls, those are just Slumber Party dolls in fashion packs. Nighty Night doll, World House Chloe. These are 2011 Sleepover dolls. I got Jade for free because I had a coupon at Toys R Us. These are my 3 spa dolls, her growing up. That was one of my favorite play sets. I used to put the makeup on all my Bratz and my Mary Kate and Ashley dolls. And this is my childhood bed, and this I got at the Salvation Army for like $2, and that my dad got me at the flea market for $2. And then down here it's gonna be really dark. I apologize. But over here, these are all of my formal funk dolls. Cameron's hiding back there. And that is Winter Ball Beauty Chloe. More formal funk people, Secret Date Dylan, more formal funk people. The 2012 Funk and Glow, I got them for like $5 or $6 each, brand new, and they sadly did not have Sascha. This is Pina Dana. She is one of my formal funk Danas. I always pose her with her hands up in the air. It's just like this inside joke with my sister, so she's cute. And then these are also formal funk dolls. 2012 Bratz Boyz Cameron. My childhood formal funk Nevra. I got her for Christmas one year. Another formal funk Sascha. Okay, so I'm using my flashlight here, but back here, these are the Metallic Madness Bratz dolls. And I have all of them because I got them for 70% off on Toys R Us's website. There's Chloe hanging out back there. I love that Cameron. Then we have some Hollywood style dolls, including Katja. And then we have my Bratz the Movie dolls. So Sheridan is one of the most special in my collection too. My dad almost bought me her on sale at Walmart, but she was still kind of pricey, and so I found her like, I want to say like a year and a half after he passed away at the same Walmart. So you'll notice that like I have them kind of organized. So my dollhouse was like rock dolls, sleepover dolls, and then like fancy dolls, and this shelf is kind of like themed. So these are like costumey dolls, then we have like punky dolls, then we have travel themed dolls. So these are my Chic Mystique dolls. Love Sascha. That was the first hairpiece I ever made for one of my dolls. Genie Magic. Then we have my Masquerade by Bratz dolls from 2011. I love them, especially Geneva and Odelia. They're my two favorites. That's Fashion Pixies Yaz. And then these are my Wild Wild West type dolls. So Rodeo Chloe, Cowgirl Sascha, Wild Wild West Fionna, Rodeo Yaz, Wild Wild West Yaz, Rodeo Soraya. I call her Storia. Then we have some duplicates. Wild Wild West Chloe from 2008. These are my 3 2011 Bratz dolls, Wild Wild West. My dad got them for me the last Christmas he was alive. Then we have my 2 Wildlife Safari dolls. She is my childhood doll. Never over here. Her name is Dakota. Bratz Cats. I got them all on sale, and I remember being really excited when they first hit stores. My Flashback Fever people. I got Miss Fionna for 50 cents naked at the flea market. This is Sports Dance Fionna. We call her Mean Fionna. She knocks all the other dolls down off the shelf. More Treasures dolls. Then we have my Totally Tattooed dolls and my 2 Midnight Dance. Megan is one of my favorites in my collection. My dad really loved this doll. He thought she was ridiculous looking. My 2 Dynamite Ladies. And this is the Pretty and Punk section. That's World Twins Nevaeh. That's my favorite Bratz doll and the reason I got back into collecting. She's a flea market rescue. Fabulous Bratzillaz in the corner. My Study Abroad dolls. Then we have my Eye Candies dolls. And a lot of people asked me in my last video if I intentionally had hair like Pretty and Punk Chloe. No, actually, I wasn't collecting dolls as a teenager when I started coloring my hair, but I love the comparison. And so if you ever see her in thumbnails with Pampered Pups Charlie, who you'll see in a minute, she represents me and Charlie represents my sister. And then Punk's Eaton is one of my favorites. I talked about him in the last video too, but he's just awesome. And we have Ooh La La, Kumi and Dana. And these are all my Tokyo A Go-Go Brats. I had Jade as a kid. Love Tiana. Her and Sascha are probably my 2 favorites from the line. And if you're wondering why these guys are sitting, it's because Jade threw a bunch of dolls off the shelf one day and knocked Party Sascha off here. She used to sit on top of the car, and Sascha ended up with a scuff on her face, which we got off, so she has to sit 'cause she was a bad girl. Then we have the Collector Edition Kumi, and these are Stylin' in the City. And then this shelf is very themed, so these are all beach dolls, these are all sports dolls, holiday dolls, and winter dolls. So we have Spring Break Yaz. These are all of the original Beach Party dolls, like not all of them, but these are mine. This is my childhood Chloe. She's very bald, but I love her. She came like that too. Then we have Sunkissed Summer back here. Sunkissed Summer, Hot Summer Days, Fionna. Then I have my 4 Backyard Beach Bash dolls. Chloe is sitting because she's got a wonky leg. I got them on eBay. And these are the sports dolls. So, Softball Phoebe is one of my favorites. I got her at the Salvation Army about a year ago. Soccer Chloe was the first doll Colleen ever boil washed. And then Skateboarding Chloe was one of my first secondhand Bratz ever. I love her to bits and pieces. Sascha was my childhood doll. Some Fierce Fitness mingled in. I love them. They're so cute. Chloe's probably my favorite from the line. More sporty people. Then we have my Independence Chloe's. This is one of my favorites in my whole collection. I bought her for 50 cents, naked, smelling like cigarettes. She was supposed to be a body donor, but I ended up saving her. Winter Ball Beauty Chloe, Sweetheart Yaz. My Ice Champions dolls. These are the 2012 holiday ladies. I got them really cheap on sale. This is Winter Collection Cameron. The Wintertime Wonderland dolls. I have duplicates of every single doll in that line for the girls. And I do have Cameron and Dylan as well. These are the 2011 holiday ladies. Holiday Chloe, Campfire Phoebe, Winter Chloe, Pink Winter Dreams dolls. That's an Express It Sascha. And then those are the Sunkissed ladies. They were so expensive when they came out, but I got them for like, I think $11 or $12 each off Toys R Us's website. Shelf is kind of like, Colleen calls it the fashion doll shelf, so there's like a lot of hair gimmicks, basic lines, and like all of my fashion pack wearing dolls. So Feather Ages loves them. They all have saran hair, and it's the most gorgeous thing ever. Magic Hair Chloe, Magic Hair Fionna, the All Glammed Up dolls, and the Designer Streaks. I got her for $2 brand new because someone spilled coffee on her box. The Bratz, the Crystalicious Bratz, my Girls Night Out. Yaz over here, she was on a torso with only one arm, no legs, no second arm, so it took a lot to fix her up. And then we have my Bratz Fashion Stylist pack. My Forever Diamonds doll, Sheridan. I got her at Toys R Us in 2012 for like $8. She was just in the back room, I guess, and they put her out. Then we have Fashion Designer Chloe, my Neon Runway ladies. I had to make a special trip to Big Lots for Sascha because she came out after everyone else. Then we have Pampered Pups Charlie, so she does have cut hair, that's how I got her, and she represents Colleen in our thumbnails. More Pampered Pups dolls, Walking Chloe, Glowing Unicorn Sheridan, one of the last dolls my dad bought me at the store when he was alive. Feeling Pretty Sascha, that's Strut It Megan with cut hair. I do have a lot that other people cut the hair on that I fixed. Bratz the Movie, Yaz. These are my Head Games people, except her, that's Magic Makeup. I have quite a few of them. Passion for Fashion Chloe and Jade, Gold Medal Gymnast, Yaz. Fashion Stylist Chloe. This is a Black Friday Yaz. These are the Bratz Boutique dolls, one of my favorite lines ever, and this Yaz I loved so much that I like just about died the first time I saw her at Kmart. World Date Yaz, Back to School dolls, and these are all fashion pack people. I'm not going to say who each doll is because they're all just random and they're all just wearing fashion packs, but they are all gorgeous. Colleen really loves this Yaz in the 2015 outfit. This is Rena. Chloe Monroe, Forever Diamonds Chloe. Just some dolls I really, really love. So now we're in my bedroom, and I have some Bratz in here. So these are my tall Bratz. They live on this shelf with Moxie Girls and Disney, and they're only separated because my shelves were originally designed for the shorter Bratz, so I just didn't really have the room for them on that display. So it's not that I love them less. This is actually one of my favorite eras of Bratz. I love their spaghetti legs. I prefer them short, but I love their spaghetti legs, and some of these are some of the prettiest Bratz dolls ever made in my opinion. So you have Twisty Style, and I got most of these on sale brand new at the store. None of them are second hand. They were all really cheap at the store, and there were a few I paid full price for. I had to get these two from Target's website. So Action Heroes. This Yaz is one of my favorites of all time. So then I have some of the core dolls here. I had to get Sascha off Amazon. She was only like $7 though, free shipping. Then we have the Express It dolls. That's just Let's Talk Yaz. She's hanging out here because she's a tall lady too. More Express It people. And then these are the My Passion dolls. Again, I had to get Sascha on eBay to complete the line. I have my Totally Polished ladies. They're so beautiful. They really are. And they all have saran hair except my Chloe and Jade. Sea Stunners. Jade and Yaz are two of my favorites in my collection. And then I have the Costume Bash. Cool Cats Megan. I don't have any of the others from her set. Bahama Beach and In the Wild. This Jade is one of my favorites too. And then this shelf here is where I keep my Babyz and Kidz and Lil Angelz and Lil Bratz. My dad built this for me the last Christmas he was alive, and I've since added some shelves to it to make more room. It was actually made for Disney dolls in the beginning, so I have my ponies up there. These are all my Babyz, so this is like my first edition shelf. These are all my hair flare type dolls. She is a new acquisition. The one I had before her had cut hair. I still have her, you'll see her in a minute. I bought her for $1 back in June because she has long hair. I always have bad luck with Yaz. And then these are the triplets, Eric, Sarah, and Savon. They are the cutest things ever, and for some reason, Sarah is one of my favorites. Then we have Babyz the Movie Dancers, Movies Chloe, Bride and Groom Caden Chloe, Chloe's the Storybook Collection North Pole Journey Chloe, Butterfly Sascha, and Mermaids Chloe with her little guy here. And then these are all my randomly dressed ones in fashion packs, so they're mostly like first edition duplicates. So then we have Sisters Kiani, Ice Champions Yaz. This is my other hair flare Yaz with the cut hair. Another first edition Chloe without pigtails. I really have a soft spot for grubby dolls, don't I? These are all my Lil Bratz. So they don't really have collection line names most of the time. So like these are the second editions. This is Fashion Tote Chloe and a duplicate Mall Nevra. I won't go through like all of them, but like Beach Bash Talia, Spring Break Beach Bike Megan, some Slumber Party ones, some first edition ones, or like Express It Chloe wearing that outfit. Snow Fun Azalea, duplicated Dana. These came with the board game. They used to have a board game, and that's what they came with. Then we have the Express It minis, Nighttime Funk dolls, some duplicates, Mall Nevra, one of my most special. My dad and I went to buy dolls from a lot on Craigslist, and the guy wanted extra money for her, and although I pretended I didn't want her, my dad went back in and got her anyways, so I love her. Hoop Dana, Independence Talia, the Boyz. Kobe was my first boy, and I will always love him for that reason. These are my Kidz. I don't really know what my favorite spin-off line is, but it might be the Kidz. It's hard to say. I feel like the Bratzillaz are a beautiful work of art, but I would have been obsessed with these growing up. So I have like Summer Vacation, Sleepover Adventure, Winter Vacation, Ice Champions Movie, Sports. Then we have the Winter Vacation dolls, Tandem Bike, and then Back to School, Horseback Fun. We have first edition dolls. This is a second edition Chloe. I got her recently. She's in one of my hauls. Then we have Dylan and Eaton, who definitely wasn't in the collection video. I got him with Girls Night Out Yaz, the one that was missing half her limbs. Cameron and Eaton are wearing girl clothes. Then we have Snap-On Chloe, Forever Diamonds Chloe, and Scooter. And then down here, you're not going to see them too well, but these are all my Lil Angelz. Dana was the very last doll my dad ever saw when he was alive. And then there's Fionna back there. And then this is the Bratz shelf above my bed. My dad built me this as well, and if you haven't picked up on a trend, my dad really liked buying me Bratz dolls, and he really liked helping me find ways to display them. They were a really special connection between the two of us. It was something I got into right after my mom passed away when I was 11, so they have a very special place in my heart for that reason. So I have like a twins and family section, so you can see like lots of Phoebe and Roxy dolls. These two are very special to me. I love them the most of all my twin dolls besides the Nevaeh in the other room, because my dad bought these for me when they went on sale at Walmart. It's a whole long story. I cried when I wrote about them on Flickr. Tess and Nona, more Tess and Nona. I have the Oriana and Valentina dolls. That is not Sierra, that is just another Oriana. Secret Date, Princess Roxy, and Sierra and Diona, and Krista and Leela. Then we have Sonia. Lana was one of my most wanted Bratz dolls of all time, and I recently got her like last year. And Portia, one of the coolest dolls in my collection, and her Kidz Yaz. And then these are the Kidz and Baby Sisters dolls. That's Peyton and Nevaeh. That's my nice set, because when I got my Nevaeh in the other room, I saw Peyton and I didn't know they went together at the time, so I left her behind. Life regret. Sorel and Keelan. And then big Lilani and Kiani. I got a lot of my twins and twin sets from the same Craigslist slot years ago. Then I have my Funk and Glow dolls, or dolls wearing Funk and Glow outfits. So this is actually Funk Out Jade. Those are my Selfie Snaps dolls, and they were not in here before. I moved them recently. So I love them to bits and pieces, and I did go out the day 2015 Bratz came out to buy these because my dad would have done that if he had been alive, and I was only going to get Jade, but I ended up deciding to get the line so that way I wouldn't go and like binge on them later, and that worked. So all of my other 2015 Bratz besides Sleepover Party Sascha were on really good sales, or some kind of sale, and I got the photo booth doll used. Then we have my Stylist ladies. So these are the new Stylist dolls from 2011, and then these are like the original ones. I love them. They all have nylon hair, or Kanekalon, but I love them anyways. Macy was a gift from my cousin and his now wife for my 21st birthday, and they said that she was like me as a Bratz doll because of the plaid hoodie, and her nickname is Doodles. Isn't that sweet? Keena and Aubrey. New Cool Boys. Motorcycle Style Cade. Now we're on to the Strut-It dolls. I have a lot of duplicates, as you'll see. I really was happy to finally get Sascha. This is just Express It Sascha posing. And this was one of my first Jade dolls that I got secondhand. She was like 50 cents naked. And then we have my Hello My Name Is. I bought the pack on sale, and I got Jade with a coupon here because she is different. She has the side cut. And Raya has cheeseburger earrings. Me loves. Then I have my hashtag Biffle dolls. Then these are the Strut-It dolls from 2012, and Girlfriend's Megan. And then this shelf isn't that much different from my original video, so these are like some more basics. So these are first editions, or my re-releases that I got in 2005. My dad bought me that set just because. Some Imposters. These are my Step Out dolls. Jade is one of my favorites. She was in very bad shape, and I actually mated her with this outfit. Then we have my Flaunt It. Chloe was one of the last one from this line I needed. I love her. Then we have my first edition Boyz. My 10-10-10 Boyz. So he was my second store-bought Bratz doll as an adult ever. I love him. And Dad ordered him special for me. Then we have my second edition Boyz. Kobe is my favorite from this line. I have a very special story with him. True Hope. Dad was going to take me to get these dolls when they came out because my mom had cancer and he had cancer, so we liked the idea of this line, but he passed away before we could do that. So Colleen and I went out later on after they had been released to get Cameron and Jackson from the Moxie Girls line. These are Black Friday dolls. Megan had a reroute, in case you're wondering. And then we have my Express Its. So my first Bratz dolls I ever owned were Express It. My very first Bratz doll was this Yaz, and I had her several months before this Megan, this Sascha, and this Jade. I got them for Christmas 2002, and they are some of my favorites still to this day. She isn't technically a doll, and she's not included in the total, but this is one of the styling heads. I bought her because I felt bad for her, and she holds all of my handmade accessories for my American Girls. And my big babies still live in my parents' bedroom because I just don't have room for them upstairs. So, first edition Jade, Phoebe and Roxy, and Hair Flare Felicia. I hope you guys enjoyed this overview of my Bratz collection. I know it wasn't really brief, but I love these dolls and they mean the world to me, so I don't just want to show them like without any kind of emotion because they mean a lot to me. And I do tend to cry a lot when I write about them on Flickr because they're very sentimental. So I hope that you enjoyed. If you want to see them all, check out my smaller collection videos or my Flickr. And most of the ones that weren't in those are in haul videos or transformation videos that I made sense, so they are on the channel somewhere. And until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.